I'll go ahead and call the special Peoria County Board meeting together. Today's Tuesday, June 21st. Would everyone rise for a motion of, a moment of silence followed by the Pledge of Allegiance? Thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone. Madam Clerk?
Roll call, please. Member Alcesser?
Present.
Member Renault? Member Watkins?
Get it?
Not yet, but I can mark you if.
Hey.
Okay, I got you. Maybe your battery's low. Okay, so Mr. Dillon left. Yes. 14 present.
Thank you.
Next, we'd be at citizens' remarks, and I did not get anything turned in to me.
Me neither.
Okay. First item is item number 1 under zoning ordinance and resolutions. A resolution from your infrastructure committee recommending approval of quotations received from Pavement Maintenance Services, Henry, Illinois, and R.A. Cullinan and Son, a division of UCM, Tremont, Illinois, for township motor fuel tax deliver and install proposals for seal coating and tilling various township roads, and microsurfacing contractors, Bridgeton, Missouri, for microsurfacing using non-township motor fuel tax funds.
Mr. Salzer, would you like to place this on the floor? All right, got it. And a second from Dr. Blair. Thank you, Dr. Blair. Mr. Sorrell.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. This came out of Mr. Salzer's committee yesterday. This is a resolution that will award contracts to various vendors for township seal coating work. Very quickly and at a high level, as the county engineer explained yesterday at the committee meeting, we had an appeal or a protest of the bids that were submitted by one of the bidders. That did result in the low bid for, I believe it's 6 or 7 townships being rejected. After speaking with all of the impacted elected road commissioners, the county engineer was able to confirm that each one of those road commissioners were willing to accept the next highest bid versus going out for rebid. And so the recommendation before you is to award the contracts as noted in the resolution.
Thank you. Does the maker of the motion have any comment, Mr. Salzer?
I just comment that our highway engineer, Amy McLaren, did a wonderful job of bringing about, I think, the unity among these commissioners for these various townships. And if you got any questions, she would be the logical one for you people to request the answers, because she was just wonderful, and I know Jimmy Dillon felt the same way. In fact, our whole committee was pleased. It was, of course, unanimous support for what she recommended to us, And I'm going to say, Amy, if you'd like to have something to say about this, please do so.
I think she's keeping her knees in the same
Okay.
position.
All right. Okay.
Okay, anyone else? Mr. Ricker.
I guess I have two items. One is a question on, obviously, this is not a complete listing of all townships within Peoria County, so maybe some explanation of why these townships are included and why there's some that are omitted. That's my first question.
Would you try Mr. Elsasser's mic? Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. There were two townships, actually there's three townships, Millbrook, Rosefield, and Kickapoo, and they went out on their own for bids previous to this. So Kickapoo uses their non-motor fuel tax funds, and the other two townships just bid earlier in the year because they wanted to have, they wanted to make sure that they got their bids in nice and early in the year. So that accounts for all the townships that were interested in seal coating this year.
Okay, I just want to make sure we're offering a value-added service to the townships. I don't know if this is a mandatory or if we're doing this service as a value add to the townships, because it sounds like there's three of them that went off their own direction, and then the balance of them agreed to participate. I don't have enough history to understand the county's role in doing this. And it's more of a statement. I'm not sure I need an answer at this point.
The county oversees the township motor fuel tax accounts, and so we work with the road commissioners to, if they want to go out for a bid on seal coating or other projects. So it's they approach us to assist them, and we assist them as we can for these type of services.
Okay. Then my second question, in looking at your bidder, the tabs of the bid sheet, essentially my impression visually is that we didn't really have many sufficient bids. You had two bidders that bid on two particular projects, the the paving maintenance bidder and the microsurfacing contractors only bid on two projects, correct?
That's correct.
And then, as explained by Phil, the other bidder, Porter, was disqualified due to not funding, but bonding reasons.
Correct.
So then visually it looks like we don't have a very good competitive bid situation. That's the appearance. Now, do we have other suppliers in the past that have bid for this type of work that opted not to bid, or are we just this limited to, like Advanced Asphalt used to be one I thought that bid on some of these.
We advertise this in the IDOT State Bulletin, so the IDOT State Bulletin goes statewide and even around the whole Midwest. So the vendors did have opportunity, if they so chose, to bid. We don't have a whole lot in this area. We do have, like you said, Advanced, Pavement Maintenance, UCM, and Porter. Those are our main bidders that usually bid this type of work.
Okay, just an observation on the number of bidders. Thanks.
Anyone else? Thank you, Mr. Ricker. Mr. Rosenbaum.
Does Limestone go out on their own too? That was one that you didn't mention that wasn't on there either.
Oh, I'm sorry, yes, Limestone does their own bidding for this type of work. I apologize.
Okay.
All right, do we understand where we're at? I need to go back and let Mr. Elsasser, is he on the phone? Into the meeting, council? Okay, could I get a motion to approve Mr. Elsasser to participate? Thank you, Mr. Rosenbaum. Thank you, Dr. Blair. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Sorry, Brian, did you have any comments from the phone?
No, I just wondered what Millbrook is doing.
From Ms. McLaren.
Millbrook was one of the townships that went out to bid earlier this year so they could get their place in line for the work this summer.
Okay.
Did you hear that? Okay.
I vote aye.
All right, we got you. All right, since there's no other discussion, all those in favor of the motion, please say, I'm sorry, please vote.
And I'll put Brian as an aye.
Thank you, Madam Clerk.
Didn't get me?
Not working? How would you like to vote, Member Watkins?
Yeah. I'm pushing it hard. I thought it went on.
Okay, I think your battery needs to be, 14 ayes, 0 nays.
Thank you. Any other business, Mr. Fennell?
I don't know what happened with that. Okay, we'll note it with him, but he was in here earlier and, yeah. Because mine is much bigger than what you guys are seeing, so I don't understand it, but we'll try to get it figured out for you. Mhm.
All right, that comes as a friendly request from a member. Anyone else? All right, we will be adjourned. Thank you, everyone, for the extra meeting today.
Brian Elson.
It is kind of funny, isn't it?